So in previous class, we discussed about three frequency bands. Okay, in three frequency band means we have taken high frequency and low frequency and mid frequency. Okay, these are the three frequency bands. Okay, high, low, and mid. Okay, and also we discussed about high frequency response and low frequency response here. Okay, today we'll repeat same high frequency and response and the low frequency response. Okay, after that we'll start with the oscillator here. Here you take this one. This is the frequency response for the common source amplifier. Okay, or you can take general amplifier here. So this is the amplifier curve here. Okay, so in the amplifier curve, what happens here? We want to take lower frequency response and higher frequency response. In lower frequency response, the gain is falling. Okay, that is because of CC1 and CC2 and CCS. So CC1 means it's a coupling capacitor one, and CC2 means it's a coupling capacitor two. CS means common source amplifier. Okay, means common source capacitance. Here gain is falling due to this effect here. Again, high frequency response gain is falling due to the internal capacitance effect like CGS, CGD, and CDS. Okay, because of this capacitance effect, gain is falling from maximum to minimum. Okay, even for the low frequency response. In mid frequency response, the gain is maximum almost. Okay, in this time, we can amplify the any weak signal or small signal here. Depending upon the requirement, we can amplify the input signal. Okay, when gain is high. But when I come for the calculation here, almost to take 3 dB loss. Okay. Why? Because we want to neglect the 30% of any gain means there is a bend here. There is a bend across the high frequency and low frequency. Okay, due to that effect here, we have to remove the 30% of the gain. The remaining 70% of the gain you have to take it for the amplifying. Understood? So here you take now lower cutoff frequency means it's a FL. So upper cutoff frequency means it's a high frequency. Okay. So here you take now lower cutoff frequency means it's FL here. Okay, this is the circuit diagram. Total how many capacitors are there here? 1. Okay, 2. There are 2 capacitors for this diagram here. Okay, for the low frequency response, all capacitance it acts as a open circuit here. Okay, it acts as open circuit. Here, first they have taken CC1 is the open circuit here. So when there is open circuit here, when input voltage is 0, output voltage is 0. Understood? Suppose again there is one more capacitance, right? It is load capacitance. Here, when load capacitance is open circuit for second condition, okay, there is no change in the output voltage. Okay, when CL opens here, there is no change in the output voltage. Understood? This is the low frequency response. Means whatever capacitance is there, okay, external capacitance, okay, all external capacitance, it acts as a open circuit. Understood? For the lower cutoff frequency. Understood? When I come for the higher cutoff frequency, means upper cutoff frequency means here capacitance it acts as a closed circuit. For the high frequency response, capacitance it acts as a closed circuit here. When it is a closed circuit here, there is no change in the output voltage. Same thing for the load capacitance. In load capacitance, when capacitance is closed circuit here, okay, the output voltage becomes 0. Why? Because the whatever voltage you got across the output side, it goes to ground through this capacitor. This capacitor is acts as a discharging capacitance. That's why V0 we got 0. Understood? Next, here you take this diagram here, constructing the appropriate circuit here. See here, here they are taken high frequency response and low frequency response here. For the high frequency response, the capacitor it acts as a open circuit, and low frequency capacitance it acts as a closed circuit here. Let's see here. This is for the FL side and this is for the FH side. FH side, what happens here? The frequency capacitance are open, but lower frequency capacitance are closed here. In mid frequency, what happens here? High frequency response are open and low frequency response are closed here. Understood? In yesterday we discussed, right? Here they have taken low frequency response for the common source amplifier. See, this is the lower frequency response. What you taken here? Lower frequency response. See this diagram here. For the x-axis they have taken frequency, y-axis they have taken gain. Okay, that is output voltage divided by input signal. Okay, so gain versus frequency. Here they have taken lower frequency. Okay, this is for the lower frequency. Andre they'll take the frequency from hertz to 10 kilohertz. In this time, the gain is falling in three stages. This one is the first stage here, this one is the second stage, and this one is the third stage. In first stage, we got gain falling up to 20 dB per decade. In the second gain falling, we got up to 40 dB per decade, and third one almost we got 60 dB per decade. Okay, in three stages, we want to divide the gain falling across the lower frequency response, even for the high frequency response also. Okay, so gain falling, we have to take three stage. First stage is 20 dB per decade. Okay, second one is 40 dB per decade, and the third one is 60 dB per decade. But take three stages here. So each stage is having a 20 dB per decade. Decade and 10 divisions. Okay, decade and 20 divisions. So in 10 divisions only, you have to take 20 dB. Okay, gain you have to express in dB. Okay, so gain is bending. Okay, up to 20 dB in each stage. Okay, first stage 20, second stage 40, third stage 60. Okay, so each stage you have to take poles here. Okay, for the first stage you take FP1. Okay, second stage you take FP2, and third stage you take FP3. Okay, so FP1 is the single pole frequency. FP2 means it's a single two pole frequency. FP3 means it's a three pole frequency. Understood? So each stage gain is falling here. Okay, in each stage you have to find out the frequency fall. Understood? You have to find out the frequency fall. See here, they given one example for the amplifier with the three poles. Okay, first you take gain, output voltage divided by input voltage. Okay, in that you take mid-band gain. AM stand for what here? Mid-band gain. After that you take multiply by with S divided by S plus omega P1. So S ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ transfer function. Okay, transfer function for the gain falling here. So for that you take single pole S divided by S plus omega P1. So same thing for the second stage. Okay, S divided by S plus omega P2. Next third stage. So what will get S divided by S omega P3. Okay, S nothing but what here? J omega. Okay, S nothing but what here? J omega. Understood? This is for the Bode plot. In Bode plot, you have to plot the each pole here. I think you'll study in control system here. After that, you have to find out the lower frequency response, total lower frequency response by combining the single pole frequency, two pole frequency, and three pole frequency. Okay, if you add this one here, you'll get a total lower cutoff frequency. Understood? I think yesterday we discussed about this diagram, right? CC1, CC2, and CS. So here they're taken most gain equation for the three poles. Okay, for the first pole, we got in the equation like 1 by RC. Okay, here they've taken CC1 multiplied by the RC plus R signal. Here they've taken 1 by CC2. RD should be parallel with R0 plus RN. Same thing you take omega P2, that is second pole, that is 1 by CS. RS should be parallel with RD. So RD plus R0 parallel with RL divided by 1 plus GM into R0. Okay, like that you have to consider here first pole, second pole, and third pole here. So here you can find out the each pole frequency here by taking the equivalent circuit. See here, this is the circuit diagram. Okay, for the common source amplifier, you take only first gate terminal. Okay, gate terminal is the first frequency pole here. Gate side that I can three components here: R signal, CC1, RC. Same thing, write it in equivalent circuit here. Okay, here in low frequency response, the capacitor is stacked with open circuit. Okay, when it is open circuit here, this R signal and RG, it acts as a series connection. Okay, when capacitor in open circuit here, this acts as a series. So for that, you can write the frequency equation now. 1 divided by 2 pi RC. Okay, R and here resistance there. So you can take in series here, RG plus R signal, multiply by the CC1 capacitors. Okay, coupling capacitor. Okay, that is total input capacitance. Okay, so for that you can get the FP1 as a 1 divided by 2 pi CC1 into RG plus RC. Next, you take FP2, second pole frequency. Okay, so here you take R0. Okay, R0 should be connected with the drain and source because this one is channel resistance here, internal resistance. Okay, it is connected between source and drain. For find out in the total resistance, you have to include the R0, RS, then RD. Okay, because R0 is connected to RD also. So for that, when you come for this second pole here, you have to include R0, RD. So what you got here, total resistance across the in between drain and source. Okay, that is R0 plus RD should be parallel with the load resistance divided by 1 plus Gm into R0. So 1 plus Gm into R0 is this is also resistance. We are going to express in current form here. That's why written 1 divided by 1 plus Gm into R0. Same thing, this resistance that should be parallel with the RS and CS. Okay, this resistance that should be parallel with RS and CS here. Same thing, I write it in equivalent diagram here. Here, the R0 plus RD should be parallel with RL. The resistance should be parallel with RS. RS should be parallel with CS. In lower frequency response, this CS capacitance it acts as an open circuit. So when it is an open circuit here, okay, so these two are in parallel form. RS should be parallel with this resistance. Same thing that written here. So express the second pole frequency now 1 divided by 2 pi RC. Okay, R nothing but what here? This total resistance. RS should be parallel with R0 plus RD, parallel with RL divided by 1 plus Gm into R0 into CS. Okay, CS should say open circuit here, but when you come for frequency, you have to substitute the C value. Last one is third frequency pole. In third frequency pole means you have to take drain terminal here. For the drain, there are three components here: RD, CC2, then RL. Okay, so correct all resistance in parallel. You take R0 also channel resistance because it is connected between drain and source. Okay, here CC2 it acts as an open circuit. Okay, when it is open circuit here, the RL and RD should be parallel with R0. This will be in series here. That's why written RL plus RD parallel with R0. Okay, so what you got here, frequency equation for the third pole. So 1 divided by 2 pi CC2 RL plus RD should be parallel with R0. Understood? So this is the final equation now for the third pole. Okay, next you take last part in the second model here. Okay, see here. Today we discussed about almost 3 frequency bands: high frequency response and low frequency response. In the exam, okay, they can ask high frequency response or low frequency response. Okay, you have to write this circuit diagram here. Okay, I will send the notes here. Okay, after this notes, you can write the answer here. They will ask for 6 marks here. Okay, but write the circuit diagram. After that, you have to write the equivalent circuit. Then you have to write the first pole frequency, second pole frequency, and third pole frequency equation. You have to write it. Understood? This is for 6 marks here. Next, you take last part in model number 2, that is oscillator. Okay, this is very important topic here because in the laboratory experiment, you will get a more number of circuits for the oscillator here. Understood? In oscillator, okay, there are 1, 2, 3. There are 3 oscillators they given here. Okay, actually there are so many oscillators are there, but in your syllabus they are given 3 oscillators. First one is FET based phase shift oscillator. Second one is LC tuned oscillator. Third one is crystal oscillator. Okay, out of 3, one is sure for the examination. Okay, including problem. Okay, including problem. So here you have to write the circuit diagram for the oscillator. Then you have to give the equation. Okay, after that you have to go for the problem. So there are 3 circuits here. Okay, first circuit for the FET based phase shift oscillator. Second one is the inductance and capacitance oscillator, means tuned oscillator, and last one is crystal oscillator. Okay, in your syllabus they are not given any derivation here. Only have to write the circuit diagram and explanation, including problem. So take now first FET based phase shift oscillator. Okay, phase shift means we are making a phase shift. Okay, like 60 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree and 360 degree. Okay, like that we can shift the phase. Okay, depending upon the requirement here. So why you want to shift the phase here? Because of we want to generate the AC signal. Okay, we want to generate the sinusoidal signal here. That's why we want to shift the phase. Okay, depending upon the requirement here. Understood? Here I've taken FET. Instead of using BJT here, they've taken FET. Okay, this is the FET. Okay, FET ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Field effective transistor. In this field effective transistor, there are three terminals here: gate, drain, source. Okay, gate, drain, source. See here, a drain is connected to where here? VDD. Okay, drain is connected to where here? VDD. Okay, so here you take now source. Okay, source is connected to where here? RS and CS. Okay, drain is connected to VDD. Source is connected to RS and CS. Okay, RS ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Source capacitance. CS ಅಂದ್ರೆ source capacitance. Okay, so all two elements are connected to source side. Understood? Then the gain of the channel. Okay, gain of the channel in between the drain and source, that is GM into RD. Right on this point here, this is very important. Okay, gain of the channel. Okay, GM under transconduction, right? Transconduction multiplied by the channel resistance, that is RD. RD ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it's a channel resistance. GM ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it's a transconduction. Okay, we are going to find out the drain current across the drain terminal ID. ID is equal to now GM into RD. Okay, we are going to express current in GM. Okay, with respect to gain, you can write GM into RD. So GM into RD ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it's a MOSFET FET gain. Okay, MOSFET or FET gain here. That is GM into RD. This is for the output. Okay, from the drain we can take the output voltage. Okay, that is AC. So here for the drain, it is currently where here? DC supply. What is output voltage here? AC. Okay, so we are converting DC to AC. Okay, we are converting DC voltage to AC voltage because drain side they have a power supply 5 voltage, 10 voltage they have taken here DC, but output side we are getting a sine waveform. Means we got positive cycle, negative cycle, positive cycle, negative cycle. Understood? So oscillator means what here? We are converting DC supply to AC supply. Okay, after that there is one more definition for the oscillator. Without input we are generating the AC signal. Okay, without input. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ input ಇರಲ್ಲ oscillator ಗೆ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Oscillator ಗೆ input ಇರಲ್ಲ. Without input we are generating the AC signal. Example, you take function generator. In third semester you have done lab, right? In lab there is a function generator. In that we can generate the triangular waveform, sine waveform, pulse waveform, and square waveform. Is it? So generating the waveform nothing but a oscillator here. Okay, without input we are generating the AC signal. Okay, here for the oscillator there is no input. See here, input ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು gate. Gate ಇಲ್ಲಿ connect ಆಗಿದೆ. It's a feedback circuit ಗೆ connect ಆಗಿದೆ. There is no voltage, there is no current across the gate here. Because this one is what here? Oscillator circuit. Oscillator ಅಂದ್ರೆ without input we are generating the AC by taking the DC input. Okay, or I can take converting DC to AC. Understood? Next here output of the amplifier. This amplifier idu. So what we take an FET here? This is the complete amplifier. Okay, this one is the inverting amplifier. Okay, in this inverting amplifier, output of the amplifier it is connected to feedback network. Okay, then output of the feedback network it is connected where here? Gate. Understood? So here they have taken amplifier. Okay, after that they have taken feedback. Understood? First one is this one is amplifier. Amplifier output they have taken from output to output of the amplifier. It is connected to input of the amplifier. See here. Then output of the feedback network it is connected where here? Input of the feedback. It's a closed loop here. It's a closed loop. Here you can write A stand for what here? Amplifier gain. Okay, here they have taken B, the beta feedback gain. So amplifier output is connected to input of the feedback. Output of the feedback it is connected to again input of the amplifier. Almost here in this amplifier, almost we'll get a 180-degree phase shift. Okay, for this amplifier, almost we got 180-degree phase shift. This one is inverting amplifier. Okay, this for the inverting amplifier, we got 180-degree phase shift. Again, feedback, we can make 180-degree phase shift. 180, 180, ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಯ್ತು ಈಗ 360. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 360 ಅಂದ್ರೆ we will get a full cycle as a output. Understood? That's why called a phase shift oscillator. Understood? So any doubts here? Ganesh?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts are there here?
No, sir.
Okay. So your amplifier, it gives the 180-degree phase shift. The act 180 ಬರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ because we are using the active elements. Okay, transistor is nothing but the active elements here. From that we'll get a 180-degree phase shift here. And feedback, there are passive elements here. Okay, we can use only passive elements. We can't use any active elements in feedback. Understood? Only you have to take passive elements for the feedback. See here, I have taken 3 capacitors and 3 resistors. Okay, so each combination of the resistor and capacitor it gives the 60-degree phase shift. Okay, each combination, other one pair of the one capacitor, one resistance just put the phase shift to 60-degree product. So suppose if taken 3 combination like 2 capacitors and 2 resistors, see one more 60. Okay, if you take a last 3 capacitors and 3 resistors, 60 plus 60, 120, 120 plus 60, 120-degree phase shift. Okay, each RC combination it gives the 60-degree phase shift. Suppose if you take a 2 combination of RC and 120 phase shift. Suppose if you take a 3 combination of the RC and 180-degree phase shift. Understood? So from the amplifier we got 180, from the feedback we got 180. Total 180, 180 and 360 phase shift month. Understood? ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಆಸಿಲೇಟರ್ ಎಲ್ರಿ ಭೂಮಿಕಾ ಜಿಆರ್ ಇದು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಇದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್
ಸರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್
ಹಲೋ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇದು
ಸರ್
ಹಲೋ ಸರಿ ಕಾವ್ಯ
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್
ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಇದು
ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು ಸರ್ ಅದು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್
ಅಲ್ರಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇದು
ಸರ್ ಇತ್ತು ಸರ್
ಓಕೆ ಸೊ FET based ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we want to take the amplifier as a FET, so it gives the 180-degree phase shift. The remaining 180 you take it from the passive elements. Understood? Suppose if you take a 3 combination of the RC means you'll get a total 180-degree phase shift. Understood? Next, you write equations here. Okay, the equations are first you write the diagram. Okay, after that you write the equations. Okay, without equation you can't get a full marks in the examination. First you write the magnitude of the A ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ amplifier ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ magnitude of the A ಅಂತ GM into RD dash. Okay, right? Magnitude of A nothing but what here? GM into RD dash. So RD dash means what here? Drain resistance, total output resistance. Okay, so for that you take RD dash now, RD and small RD. Capital RD ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ this one external resistance. Okay, what the connected external resistance, that is RD. Okay, small RD means what here? It's internal resistance. Okay, other channel resistance. So RD and small RD these are parallel here. So for that you can write now RD dash is equal to RD into small RD divided by RD plus small RD. Understood? So this is the total output resistance for the amplifier. Okay, only you take amplifier here. From that you get RD dash. Okay, what is amplifier gain here? And the magnitude of A is equal to GM RD dash. Okay. You take a problem here. A phase shift oscillator is to be designed with the FET having GM is equal to 500 microseconds. Okay, ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಗೇನ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ phase shift oscillator 5000 microseconds ಇದೆ. What about channel resistance here? 40 kilo. Okay, small RD means it's a 40 kilo. While the resistance in feedback circuit is 9.7 kilo. Select the proper value of select the proper value of C. Okay, capacitance and RD. Okay, the resistance to have a frequency of oscillator as a 5 kilohertz. So you get put in the given RC phase shift. Okay, the given RC phase shift parameter. Any parameter put there. So almost you take GM, that is 5000 microsecond, and channel resistance 40 kilo. Feedback circuit is the resistance of 9.7 kilo, and select the proper value of C. Okay, the given feedback resistance value, but they're not given feedback capacitance value that you have to find out here. And the oscillating frequency or the output frequency ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಸಿಲೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ 5 kilohertz ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Okay, 5 kilohertz frequency output ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. The main thing you have to find out the C value and RD value. Okay, that is the question here. First you take frequency. Okay, frequency you take 1 divided by 2 pi RC square root of 6. This is the frequency equation. Okay, in order to find out the RC phase shift frequency. Understood? RC phase shift frequency find out madage. What is the equation here? F is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi RC square root of 6. You know the frequency, right? Yes, the output frequency 5 kilohertz substitute here. We know the R value. Yes, 9.7 kilo. Okay, then we don't know C value, right? C you take it outside. C you take it outside here. Then remaining term you take it right side. The 5 kilo you take it right side here. Then we get 100 by 5 kilo 2 pi into 9.7 kilo square root of 6. Then we can find out the C value, that is 1.34 nanofarad. Okay, this is the feedback capacitance value. Okay, C is now 1.34 nanofarad. After that you take the magnitude of gain and then GM into RM or GM into RD. Okay, whatever you take here magnitude of the gain should be greater than the 29. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ frequency oscillation ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ oscillator ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇದೆ. Okay, ಯಾವ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್? Suppose if you take a magnitude of A should be greater than the 29. ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿಮಗೆ oscillation frequency ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. Okay, gain ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ 29 ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈಯರ್. ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಸಿಲೇಷನ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ? ಫೇಸ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಸಿಲೇಟರ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಸಿಲೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ RC ಫೇಸ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಸಿಲೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಆಫ್ A should be greater than the 29. Then you only get a AC frequency. Understood? Otherwise you don't get any output frequency. Understood? So condition is now the magnitude of A should be greater than the 29. This is the condition for the RC phase shift oscillator. Okay, from that we can get the output frequency, otherwise no. So here you take now magnitude of A and then GM into RD dash. Okay, we know the magnitude of A equation, right? What you take here? GM into RD dash. Same thing you take substitute here. Okay, we know the GM value ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 5000 micro ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So RD you take it outside, GM you take it right side here. You almost got 29 divided by 5000 microseconds. Okay, here how much you got here? 5.8 kilo. Okay, RD dash how much you got here? 5.8 kilo. Okay, next with the value of RD 6.8 kilo, that is 6.8 kilo. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we need to find out the RD. Okay, RD ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ given value question ಅಲ್ಲಿ? RD is 40 kilo. Substitute here. We know the RD dash, we know the small RD. Okay, the given RD dash and small RD, but we need to find out capital RD. Okay, we need to find out the capital RD. So capital RD you take it outside, the remaining term you take it left side here. Understood? Substitute RD dash and small RD, then we can find out the RD. Understood? So what you got the RD? 8.12 kilo. RD dash ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು ನಿಮಗೆ? 6.8 kilo. So RD dash RD ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು ನಿಮಗೆ? 6.12 kilo. Understood? The given wrong value here. RD we got 8.12. Okay, RD dash 6.8 kilo. Understood? So this is the answer for this question here. We have to find out the C value and RD value. Okay, so C value ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು ನಿಮಗೆ 1.34 nanofarad. RD value is 8.12 kilo. Understood? Next, you take advantages of the RC phase shift oscillator. So what are the advantages here? The circuit is very simple to design, can produce the output over a audio frequency range. Okay, it produces the sinusoidal output waveform, and it is a fixed frequency oscillator. Okay, these are the some good advantages here by using this oscillator. Understood? For the tomorrow class, we'll discuss about Hartley oscillator, then Colpitts oscillator. Okay, then crystal oscillator. There are 3 oscillator here again. Okay, that we'll discuss in tomorrow class. Okay, so is there any doubts here today's class? If there is any doubts, you can ask me now. Have you taken the model number 3 notes? Oh, sorry, model number 2 notes. Huh? Have you collected?
No, sir.
But I have sent the notes here. Okay, all of you go through the model number 2. First, you prepare for the model number 1, because your first IS syllabus is complete model number 1. Okay, then half of the second model. Okay, start from the beginning. BJT biasing, small signal operation and models, MOSFET biasing, and MOS amplifier circuit, then small signal operation modeling here. Okay, after that, start with the model number 2. Then you come for the input capacitance, high frequency model, frequency response for the common source amplifier, then oscillator. So any doubts are there, you can ask me now. Vimarsha,
Yes, sir.
any doubts are there?
No, sir.
When is your third sum result?
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ
ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಮಂತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ third sum result.
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
Okay. Yes, I will stop here. Yes, you can leave the meeting now. Okay, thank you.